who are you, brother, to even tell us about this haram stuff? Who do you think you are, huh? يا شيخ, huh? حرام police. انت ما شاء الله عنك فكر حالك يعني وصلت الجنة.
ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, htbc fam. Welcome to episode 6 of Real Talk. In this episode, kind of doing things a little differently here, as you guys can see, but I had to stand up for this one. I couldn't just keep sitting on the chair. I had to do one a little different, right? I don't have my red bandana, so I just had a headband because we were just doing some sports earlier today, right? So anyways, in this episode, brothers and sisters, I want to talk about something important and something that challenges the Muslims today, the young Muslims especially, but all of the Muslims, it challenges them, and it is the tolerance of sins. Now, why is it that we tolerate sins? I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit right now, right? But first, I want to give some examples of how we tolerate sins, right? One example is like when you're sitting with your friends and you guys are having a laugh and you guys are talking and reminiscing and stories and all that, and someone drops the F word. Someone says, what the? And you know how they use it and how they say it. Effing this, F that, and they use all these bad words, right? And you can't say anything about it, or you don't say anything about it because you don't want to be a weirdo and you don't want to be looked at as the black sheep and, oh, you know what, man, you ruined the fun. Another example is like, you know, you're sitting with your friends and they're on social media. Hey bro, I want to show you something that'll make you laugh, bro. Hold on, let me open up TikTok, let me open up Instagram. Oh bro, check this out. And they shows you the video, and this guy's comedy in the video, the person who's making this comedy, it revolves around bad words. A lot of comedians out there, they use bad words. A lot of people out there make funny videos by using bad words. And again, if you say anything about this video, then you're just killing the vibe. Another example of, like, you know, tolerating sins, right? You get into a car and the music is playing, or you're just hanging out with your friends. You guys want to go out eat, you guys want to go chill together, and then one of your friends wants to put some music on, and you know what? They want to listen to Eminem, they want to listen to Nancy Ajram, they want to listen to all these rappers and singers out there who are using all these bad words and they're rapping about sex and drugs and all the other stuff, you know? And then, you know what? If you see something about it, then, oh, you're a weirdo. You're not cool, man. You're not letting us vibe. Tell you guys a quick story, right? I just went overseas not too long ago and I actually needed an Uber to get from point A to point B, right? I got into this car. It was a Muslim country, right? I got into this car and the taxi driver, he's a young guy, young kid, you know what I mean? He had some like music playing. I told him, hey bro, like, man, like this is what I use him, and this is the line that I tend to use, right? When I go to restaurants, whether I, you know, in the car or whatever, I told him, you know what, hey bro, like, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Got some diseases in my heart. If you'd be so kind to just turn off that music, let me put some Quran because I need to heal. And you guys know what he did? He shut off that music right away. He told me, I'm about that Quran too. And he put on Mahir Ma'ikli, and I was in shock of how quick he turned around and he put some Quran there. I was like, mashallah, mad respect. Another example is like if you're sitting with your friends and, you know, your friend invites you over and then he puts on this movie or TV show because he's like, that's my favorite TV show and that's my favorite movie, man. It's Marvel stuff, bro. It's my favorite stuff, man. So you're like, okay. And then the first scene that comes on is like a guy and a woman, you know, they're naked or they're just like in bed together. Astaghfirullah, I mean, like, it's just like a haram scene comes on. And please don't be surprised, man, that there's a haram scene coming on, brother. Like, you know that stuff was coming on. Like, no movie out there, man, is like free from that stuff, bro. So that's another example, right? And then if you say anything again, you're the weirdo and you're the guy who's not cool and you can't chill, you can't vibe, you're ruining the moment, all these things, right? And there are many, many examples that you can think of whenever there are sins, and then you say anything, the more tolerant you are towards these sins, the more cool you are. And the more intolerant you are, then like you're just a weird and you don't know how to vibe and you don't know how to chill and you're just like, you're Jama'at Tabligh, I guess. That's someone actually labeled me that, you know, because I'll tell you guys this, you know, someone I know had their wedding at a masjid and they segregated, the guys were downstairs, the ladies were upstairs, and someone in the masjid was like, the women are upstairs? Yo, are you Jama'at Tabligh? I was like, what does this have to do with that? Like, I'm not gonna talk bad about Jama'at Tabligh. I mean, they do some good, right? They have some halaqat, they talk about knowledge, they get together, they come pray. I can't say anything about them. They're like doing their own da'wah in their own capacity, I guess, right? Anyways, so the thing is, whenever you're intolerant towards sins, then you're labeled with many things, and then it hurts you, and then you're like, okay, well, if I say something about this, they're gonna label me as a weirdo and the black sheep. You're no fun, bro. Like, you kill the fun, you kill the vibes, you ruin the moments, man. Some of the arguments that you hear is like, bro, don't judge me. Bro, don't judge me. You're not God. Don't judge me, bro. Or some other things you hear is like, you know what? Come on, bro. Like, I know this person does this and that, but you know what? There's more important things out there, bro. There's more important things out there that we should work on. We can't tackle this issue. I just want to mention a verse in Surah Al-Imran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. Right? So one of the things that give us that status of the best ummah is that we enjoin good and we forbid evil. Also, I should mention this, that many nations before us were destroyed because they would indulge in sins and bad deeds, and then you would have a group of people who wouldn't say anything about that, and they were destroyed too, because you know what? They're not telling those guys anything. And also I want to ask this question to anybody who thinks that I'm judging them or that I'm just no fun or anything like that. I want to ask you something. Really, who loves you more? Me, the guy who's doing whatever it takes? Me, the guy who's being labeled as the bad guy and the guy who's not cool? Who loves you more? Me, the one who cares for your akhirah and the one who really cares for you to do what's good? Or the guy who's a yes man who doesn't care what happens to you if you ruin your life and if you end up in hellfire or you get punished in hellfire? Maybe you, inshallah, we don't get punished in hellfire. Inshallah, we all get to go to Jannah, but we don't even want to go to the hellfire at all. You know what I mean? So who loves you more? Me, the guy who cares about your akhirah, or the yes man who's telling you, yeah bro, yeah you rocking, yeah you get it going, woo? I want to say something, right? So if you are in an environment, and I'm going to end with this inshallah, alright guys, if you're in an environment where some haram is happening and someone is doing something bad, you know what? Something inside of you, your fitrah, your natural inclination, something has to move. Your iman should move, inshallah. Something should dislike that bad deed. I'm not saying dislike that person, I'm just saying dislike that bad deed, alright? Something inside you should move that, you know what, this is not right, number one. Number two, something we can do, guys, is we can tell them in a nice way. We don't have to be like, yo, haram, right? Advise in the right way, but at the same time, don't be quiet, right? Me as a person, I'm not gonna be quiet, hence I'm making the video. Some people are gonna like it, some people are not gonna like it. Who are you, brother, to even tell us about this haram stuff? Who do you think you are, huh? يا شيخ, huh? حرام police. انت ما شاء الله عنك فكر حالك يعني وصلت الجنة يا زلمة روح. That's fine, brother. Advise in the right way. Let your fitrah move and dislike it on the inside, and be patient and just keep reminding. I hope you guys benefited from this video, and I hope inshallah you're able to take something from it, take a lesson from it. Advise in the right way, like, bro, this is not right. Yo, sis. Of course, a sister, yeah, and advising. Some brothers gonna be like, yo, you told me to go advise the sister, so I'm gonna go advise the sister. No, I'm just saying like, hey, the brother go advise the brother, sister go advise the sister, but in a nice way. Say, sister, Allah does not like this. Brother, Allah does not like this. If you do this, these are the repercussions. You know what? These are the negative impact it's gonna have on your life. Allah is not gonna be pleased with you. Yani, say in a nice way, advise and be patient when doing that. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. HTBC fam, stay tuned for all the future things. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Holding the Burning Coal production, bringing to you videos that matter. Brothers and sisters, make sure to subscribe.